Hey everyone, it's T. No, that is so no. Okay, back to what we would normally discuss here. Taco Tuesday. No, still wrong. I mean, just stop. You're embarrassing yourself. How about teaser extravaganza? It's cheesy, but it works. So let's just keep going. Just this week, last week, whenever you're watching this, we were actually treated, depending on whether you like it or not, we were treated to not one, not two, not three, but 4 brand new teasers from some of the most anticipated television series, not only to premiere their first season, but follow-up seasons, season 2 of many new storytelling in the sci-fi world. I figured we need to talk about because some of these teasers are pretty incredible. They look amazing. Some I'm not even sure about because I've never played the game, but I figured let's go ahead and talk about it right here, right now. The first teaser, which I'm pretty sure most of us, if not all of us, are truly the most excited about, is going to be season 4 from The Boys. If you follow this channel, if you followed many other channels, The Boys, which is on Amazon Prime, truly is one of the greatest shows that has ever been created. It is based off of a comic book series, a graphic novel. I actually didn't even know that existed until the show came out. Once the show came out, I started reading the comics. If you ever get a chance, the comics are superior to the actual show that is on Amazon Prime. But trust me, this show has just gotten better and better and better. It definitely took a detour. You can go back and watch some of the most recent episodes from here, Spot of Nerd. But they did do a spin-off series, Gen V, which I do believe was not the greatest. It was a lot of woke politics, agendas, etc. I was very worried. It's okay. It's not like the worst thing on the planet, but it's definitely something I hope they do not continue with season 4. From what I can tell with this teaser trailer, it seems like there's almost Homelander is going against Starlight in terms of like a candidacy, maybe to try and take over the world. It's very cryptic, it's very dark. It's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan is gonna star, aka Negan from The Walking Dead. I, again, cannot be more excited for this new season because I hope this show continues forever. I really, really do. Honestly, it is the way the graphic details, the graphic art, just the graphic of the whole concept of this show is just so epic. And the best part about everything related to The Boys, we finally have a superhero genre where the superheroes are actually the dicks and the people, aka human society, are actually the good guys. It's truly one of the reverse roles that is incredibly the story is written incredibly well, and I cannot tell you, definitely top 5 best shows that is currently out there. Check it out, watch the teaser, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's another series that is going to be streaming on Amazon Prime. I'm hand to heart, I personally cannot tell you I have played the game. I know about the game. I know it is a very popular game, very apocalyptic. The world destroyed itself. People survived. There's these machine cyberbot type things from like Doctor Who. But the teaser that we did get, I will say I'm intrigued. Will I watch the show? Absolutely. Will I play the game? Probably, if I can find something that's cheap online, maybe through a demo or a monthly service like Xbox Live or something like that. So I'm not familiar with the characters other than what I've seen through the video game genre, but from what I can see, it does look pretty good. That's the key, I think, to make these shows successful are two things. Number one, you have to have a big budget so that you can visually give us a great story in a live action sense. But number two, you gotta stick to the source material. It is nobody's a stranger to the fact that there are many shows and movies out there that have hit this mark because, of course, you have not stuck to the source material. The Lord of the Rings, to this day, will go down in history as quite possibly the worst television show that has ever existed because it detoured completely away from the source material, aka The Lord of the Rings. It's not rocket science. Other shows, if you ask me, The Last of Us, which was on HBO, it is fucking garbage when you compare it to the absolute incredible gameplay and just overall story that The Last of Us brought to the video game world. I'm hoping and I'm praying that Fallout will do the same because my understanding is it's a very popular game, it's a very popular franchise, but lo and behold, Amazon is no stranger to destroying said franchises. Halo, which is on Paramount Plus, very close second in relation to truly being the worst television show that has ever existed. And I apologize to my dear friend Brian Knowles, who unfortunately passed away many years ago. You know, that was our childhood growing up. That was our teenage years when really video games finally took off in terms of relation to being popular, in terms of being something that were mainstream, and something that just blew up into something that is incredible. It's incredible storytelling, incredible character development. So of course, you ultimately will make a television show, you'll make a movie. I've said this very briefly, but Nintendo has greenlit a Legend of Zelda film live action. That is a very, very scary thing to think about because with Legend of Zelda, there are dozens of video games. How are you going to incorporate a live action film? Because you can't just make one. You have to make a saga. You have to make sequels. But you also have to make it good from the start. With Halo on Paramount Plus, the worst thing possible they did was literally go in a completely different direction in terms of story. You had an established story arc from Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You literally had the foundation of your universe. And where did you go? I'll give you one guess. Politics, agendas, wokeness, everything in between. It ruined it. The only good thing that came out of that Halo show was the visuals. I will give that credit. Some of the fight sequences, some of the battles were pretty remarkable, but it does not make up for the story. It does not make up for the character development. Literally, Master Chief himself takes off his helmet within the first episode. To this day, we barely have seen his face. We've barely seen who he is. That is the entire basis of what Halo is. Apart from the rings, of course, apart from the Covenant, etc. You ruined it from the start. Don't go and watch Halo. But with this season 2 trailer teaser that we got, I don't know. Will I watch it? Probably. Will I be expecting very much? Not one bit. Last but not least, the most excited passion, whatever you want to call it. Basically, the real show that I am actually looking forward to next year is going to be House of the Dragon, that is going to be on Max. My understanding now, I did watch Game of Thrones. I believe it is a prequel, if I'm understanding correctly. The first season was amazing. Amazing storytelling. Amazing characters. Fucking dragons for once. Like, seriously, with Game of Thrones, you get, like... If you take the entire series of Game of Thrones, there is maybe 5% of that show where you see dragons. This show is just non-stop dragons, which is fucking badass. And they're doing badass shit all the time. I think one of the most important things I think that is really awesome about House of the Dragon is you have such an amazing cast. Matt Smith as a villain is just incredible. He was one of the Doctor Who characters, but you also have, I'm terrible with names, but if you take the two main gals, the two, I don't know if they're sisters or not. Long story short of it, I love the dynamic. I love kind of this family feud. I love going to war over, you know, the rightful heir to the throne, etc., so on and so forth. What really makes this show special is the time period, the writing, incorporating it all together, and still making it good. And I mean that in a way of they've definitely dipped away from the usual subjects, the agendas, the politics, etc., so on and so forth. They've stayed away from it. And what do you know, when you stay away from that crap, believe it or not, you have success. And this show has had incredible success, and it is very, very much worth it. So with this season 2 trailer, I hope we're going to continue from what happened after season 1. Major spoiler, one of the kids gets killed, and it's, there's going to be just crazy ass repercussions for killing her son. And I can't wait. It's going to be fucking amazing. So definitely, if you haven't checked House of the Dragon out already, you want to catch up right now. But you do have a bit of a wait. It's not coming out till the summer of 2024. It's something you don't want to miss, because trust me, it is truly one of the most badass shows that is out there right now. And that's gonna do it. So real quick, I do want to actually touch a little bit on, we're gonna be talking a little more on the movie side as well coming up. We've got Godzilla -1. We've got Lady Ballers, which I am so excited to go and see. And then we also have, it was Silent Night. It's kind of a John Wick ripoff. So I'm definitely gonna be talking a little bit more about that. Something else that I'm really intrigued about though, that I guess we haven't really had a trailer, but we have had a trailer. We've had some sneak peeks. There's a new Godzilla Kong coming out, like a Godzilla X Kong, but then there's like 2 apes and Godzilla. I'm a little confused about what we're doing here. From what I can tell, it looks incredible, and I cannot wait to see what that's all about. So stay tuned for more, because we'll definitely be touching on that in the future as well. If you would be ever so kind, I would love it. Go ahead, throw that subscribe right down below. Give me a thumbs up. I super appreciate everybody for following, everybody for liking, all the bibbidi bobbidi boop. So, and if you don't like this stuff, then hey, you know what? You made it this far. Thank you for doing it. Have a great, happy holiday season. We will only continue the amazing discussions that we have, especially if you join in on it. So throw it down in the comments. But until then, we will see you guys next time. Later, y'all. So for real, the next episode from Spot of Nerd, we are going to talk about Lady Ballers. And I'm scared to death. I am genuinely scared to death. I have to talk about it. I have to see this film. I have to see it. And we're going to have to talk about it. It's going to be interesting, folks. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. I promise you don't want to miss it.